Coming together is a beginning. Staying together is progress. Working together is success. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished dignitaries and delegates. It's been 9 years since we made a beginning, and over these 9 years we have together made giant strides of progress and achieved much success. On behalf of Dear Diabetes Academy, welcome to Dear Update 2020, the 9th annual scientific meeting, this year in a completely digital format. Over the course of the program, a galaxy of luminaries will share with us their vast reservoirs of knowledge, experience, and expertise on a range of critical topics as we explore digital avenues in diabetes management and excellence in clinical diabetes care. DEAR is an acronym for Diabetes Education, Awareness and Research, and Dear Diabetes Academy is grateful to the academic partner for this scientific meeting, GAPIO, Global Association of Physicians of Indian origin. We are privileged to have as our chief guest Mr. Nawab Mir Nasir Ali Khan, Honorary Consul General, Kazakhstan, and Managing Director, MAC Projects. We are delighted to welcome as our guest of honor Mr. Vagish Dixit, Honorary Consul General, Austria, and Managing Director, Alpla Group, India. A warm welcome to our special invitees, Dr. C.H. Vasant Kumar, President-elect RSSDI, Dr. Banshi Sabu, President RSSDI, Dr. R.K. Sahai, Vice President, Endocrine Society of India, Dr. Jyoti Dev Kesav Dev, National Executive Committee, RSSDI, Mr. Vishal Gondar, Founder and Chief Executive Officer, Goki. A warm welcome also to the recipients of our Dear Diabetes Excellence Awards 2020 and all our delegates who join us for Dear Update 2020. To welcome you now to Dear Update 2020, I'd like to invite Dr. C.H. Vasant Kumar, President, Dear Diabetes Academy. Dr. Vasant Kumar is also President-elect RSSDI and our special invitee today, Dr. Vasant Kumar. Thank you, Dr. Vasant Kumar, for your warm and cordial welcome and for so beautifully setting the tone for Dear Update 2020. Let us now light the ceremonial lamp, symbolizing the knowledge and enlightenment we shall share during the program. And to do the honors, I shall request our chief guest, Mr. Nawab Mir Nasir Ali Khan, Honorary Consul General, Kazakhstan, and Managing Director, MAC Projects, our guest of honor, Mr. Vagish Dixit, Honorary Consul General, Austria, and Managing Director, Alpla Group, India, our special invitees, Dr. C.H. Vasant Kumar, President-elect RSSDI, Dr. Banshi Sabu, President RSSDI, Dr. R.K. Sahai, Vice President Endocrine Society of India, Dr. Jyoti Dev Kesavadev, National Executive Committee RSSDI, and Mr. Vishal Gondar, Founder and Chief Executive Officer, Goki. At Dear Update 2020, we now welcome you to the Dear Diabetes Excellence Awards. We begin with 4 awards for healthcare professionals. Dr. Paturi Vishnupriya Rao, a graduate from Andhra Medical College and a postgraduate in medicine from Stanley Medical College, he received his PhD through the Department of Endocrinology, AIIMS, New Delhi. He was the first to publish global gene expression profiles in Asian Indians with diabetes and proteomics of diabetes in human urine and saliva. After a glorious 25 years as faculty at Nizam's Institute of Medical Sciences, Hyderabad, and 15 years as Secretary RSSDI, Dr. Rao is now a full-time researcher with diabetomics, developing point-of-care devices for various applications in diabetocare. The Dear Diabetes Excellence Award 2020 in the field of diabetes research goes to Dr. P. V. Rao. Dr. Sunil M. Jain. He is consultant endocrinologist at Total Diabetes Hormone Institute, Indore, and a key faculty for CME like PGCDM for diabetes and PGCAT for thyroid. He is a veteran of over 80 clinical trials. His major interests lie in technology solutions in the field of diabetes, thyroid, and endocrinology. He has contributed textbook chapters on diabetes and endocrinology and is the author of the book, How to Get the Most Out of Your Pump. The Dear Diabetes Excellence Award 2020 for Diabetes Education is conferred on Dr. Sunil M. Jain. Dr. G.R. Sridhar. He is Director, Endocrine and Diabetes Center and Adjunct Professor of Bioinformatics, Andhra University College of Engineering. A former President of Endocrine Society of India and RSSDI, he is Founder-Editor, Indian Journal of Endocrinology and Metabolism, and former Editor-in-Chief, International Journal of Diabetes in Developing Countries. Dr. Sridhar is Founder Chair, Indian Chapter of the American Association of Clinical Endocrinology, and Executive Editor, RSSDI Textbook of Diabetes, 3rd edition. The Dear Diabetes Excellence Award 2020 in the field of diabetes technology goes to Dr. G.R. Sridhar. Dr. Archana Sarda. She is MD, Consultant Diabetologist and member, National RSSDI Type 1 Diabetes Task Force. She is the founder of UDAN, an NGO for underprivileged children with Type 1 diabetes. UDAN is a CDI Center of Excellence and Suite Registry Center of Reference. UDAN supports free medicine, education and care for more than 750 Type 1 diabetes families in rural Maharashtra. Dr. Sarda has spearheaded several innovations. These include an earthen pot for storing insulin in rural areas, a D-Mom to D-Coach program, educational games in local languages, the first ever pictorial Type 1 Diabetes Handbook in local languages, diabetes education for rural-based GPs, empowerment of youth with diabetes, and more. She has pioneered the first Indian Type 1 Diabetes Challenge, One Up, now an annual event. The Dear Diabetes Excellence Award 2020 for community service in the field of diabetes is conferred on Dr. Archana Sarda. With that, we complete the awards in the Healthcare Professionals category and come to the Dear Diabetes Excellence Awards 2020 for the healthcare industry. André Gide has said, "You cannot discover new oceans unless you have the courage to lose sight of the shore." This organization has consistently ventured to break new ground and pioneer innovations in the field of diabetes. The Dear Diabetes Excellence Award 2020 for diabetes innovations goes to Intas. Albert Suzanne György has famously said, "Research is to see what everybody has seen and to think what nobody else has thought." Our next award winner is an organization that is blessed with a vision and insight that has paid rich dividends in its foray into diabetes research. The Dear Diabetes Excellence Award 2020 for diabetes research goes to Novo Nordisk. Maya Angelou has said, "They may forget your name, but they will never forget how you made them feel." For our next award winner, making the patient the focal point of all effort is what stands out in their medical mission. The winner of the Dear Diabetes Excellence Award 2020 for patient care goes to Mankind. The renowned Irish poet William Butler Yeats has written, "Education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire." Our next award winner has made significant strides in the kindling of the flame of knowledge and education in the field of diabetes. The Dear Diabetes Excellence Award 2020 for diabetes education is presented to Torrent Farmer. American writer, philosopher, and poet Ralph Waldo Emerson wrote, "To know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived, this is to have succeeded." To our next award winner, success comes through the millions whose lives have been touched by its endeavors. The Dear Diabetes Excellence Award 2020 for clinical diabetology goes to Alchem Laboratories. Hippocrates, the renowned Greek physician, has said, "Wherever the art of medicine is loved, there is also a love of humanity." For this organization, love of humanity has powered its foray into medical education as a vehicle for the well-being of humanity. The Dear Diabetes Excellence Award 2020 for medical education is presented to Wockhardt. Life Wins. With that, we come to the end of the Dear Diabetes Excellence Awards 2020. We are privileged to have as our chief guest a person of great accomplishment and experience. I shall request Mr. Nawab Mir Nasir Ali Khan, Honorary Consul General Kazakhstan and Managing Director MAC Projects, to address us. Thank you, sir, for your thought-provoking address and gracious presence at Dear Diabetes Update 2020. I shall now request our guest of honor, Mr. Bhagesh Dixit, Honorary Consul General Austria and Managing Director, Alpla Group India, to share his thoughts with us. Mr. Bhagesh Dixit. We now have messages from the recipients of the Dear Diabetes Excellence Awards 2020 in the Healthcare Professionals category. Check them out. As we bring the curtain down on the inaugural function of Dear Diabetes Update and the Dear Diabetes Excellence Awards 2020, we are all set now for a richly invigorating scientific journey. But before we set sail, a quick word of gratitude from Dr. J. Jayaprakash Sai, Founder and General Secretary, Dear Diabetes Academy. Dr. J. Jayaprakash Sai.